South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
They go to the ground. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
You want to talk about making it easy? That's a great job.
6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Looking for a man. It's Baker. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the 2nd.
South Florida, 14. Florida Atlantic, 7.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm, using his legs to buy some time. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Bulls will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the returner will be brought down. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Handoff to the lone back. He's there to make the stop.
Man, just a great job on the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Linebackers trying to create some confusion, using his feet to buy time. Sails one into the middle. It's complete. A huge pickup. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And that receiver had nobody around. That has got to be embarrassing for the defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
And the Owls will line it up on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Powers. Powers 3 yards out. Now it's 2nd.
The damage is when they run the football. Two positive situations. Down the road.
He's looking to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, you make big plays for your quarterback in the game. You catch a touchdown pass, he's going to look your way again, often, downfield, like like they did right there, but give the defense credit, forcing an incompletion.
Moves around to clear up the vision. That's caught. It's Powers. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to move it through the air. They're setting up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. He's looking to throw. Buys a little extra time. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
And they've converted their first 2 third-down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. He wants to throw it again. Pulls it in. It's Powers. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
You know good and well the quarterback wanted to push the ball down the field, wanted to throw for the first down, couldn't do it because the defense had taken it away. He did the right thing, didn't turn it over, dumped it off to his running back. His running back brought some positive yards, but guess what? Now it's decision time. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, looking to pass. He'll throw it. He's got him, and they convert. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They're going to run it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They're trying to get to it. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, and it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Dropping back, it's Baker. Trying to get to him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the misconnection, it's second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's out past the 35. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
I love that play call. And timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Lockett. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Quarterback checking off. Wants to fire on, and they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, these tight ends are such matchup nightmares. They can run so many different routes, and how about you throw in the corner route where you can throw it up to the big fella, where you've worked on your timing, you've moved him all over the field and had success. Great throw, great.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive on second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available, scramble, give me an easy first down.
Going up top on first down. He's looking on the right side. And it's picked off. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Using the quick game. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, South Florida.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Finds his tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. They'll immediately call timeout. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On oh, he wants it all. Complete. He took a shot on the final hand. By the books, time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Florida will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second. And he takes this from inside. Create fields. He's stuck. And the offense back on. Field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. The give out of the gun. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And those little chunks keep annoying the crud out of you when you're on defense. It's just putting them in easy situations, chewing up 4 to 6 yards at a pop like that. Puts you in a bad situation as a defensive coordinator. What do I call? Either way, priority number one, we got to stop the run.
From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the offense. A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. Wide out in motion. They go right back to him. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Bulls trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
Running backs square their shoulders up. It's when they have the most power. You see him square his shoulders up, break tackles, be strong, continue to push before they take tackles.
Down Bulls, and that one will give them the lead. Speed behind center cannot even continue.
About
to kick it off after punching it a touchdown. Bring it to the 25. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Shakes off the defender. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. It'll be a draw. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. It'll be time. Outside the pocket, go down.
It's hard to be on the run and accurate. We have a lot of time, but that's a tough thing to do.
Bulls are on the move. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Really nice job by the cornerback. Hey, a lot of cornerbacks want to cover. They want to drop back. They're not really about that life. They don't want to be the tackling kind of guy. They're like, yeah, leave that to the linebackers. That dude committed, came up, made a nice tackle.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, South Florida 21, Florida Atlantic 14.
now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long, different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Couldn't make the play on first down. They'll try it again, 2nd and 10 from the 27. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He'll take a shot, and that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some first downs and march down the field.
They were really starting to put a drive together, and after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. On the run, fires downfield. It's caught. Tackled after picking up the first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
Running back searching for a hole. Pulled down after a gain of 5. It's at the 9-yard line.
I know the passing game sells, and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
Handoff to the single running back. Still on his feet. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And they are looking to pull even with a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll ride the hot hand. It was available to it, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
Start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll run it on the counter. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Across the 45. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and it just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
And the Bulls are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Give to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He lets it down to the 4. First half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Timeout on the field, and we've got a dandy all tied up late in the 4th. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Touchdown, South Florida! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
On the move from inside it. He was looking for some running room, but not.
The 18.
The offense will go to work. He'll come up with 1st down. Night vision hasn't been up to speed.
You want to do first. Now you set them up in beautiful scoring field position already. Really bad play by the offense.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. They're testing the right side here. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Touchdown Bulls! And they take it in for 6 more points. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get served when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David. Looking for a deep man. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel. Sprinting the line to try to get this one off. Clock's running.
All of this, we've got a chance.
Little wake-up call by the this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now how do we get this stopped? Now the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Out of the gun, looking to throw. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. They'd hope